World War I was a global war originating in Europe that lasted from the 28th of July 1914 to the 11th of November 1918. Contemporaneously described as the war to end all wars, it led to the mobilization of more than 70 million military personnel, including 60 million Europeans. Over 16 million people died, including 9.7 million Europeans, and an additional 7.9 million were wounded. The war began after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria, heir presumptive to the Austro-Hungarian throne, and his wife Sophie, by Gavrilo Princip, a Serbian nationalist, on the 28th of June 1914. Serbia's allies, Russia and France, and Austria-Hungary's ally, Germany, were drawn into the conflict. Within weeks, the major powers were at war and the conflict had expanded into a global war. The war was fought between two opposing alliances, the Triple Entente, France, Russia, and the United Kingdom, and the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. The Entente powers were eventually victorious, and the Central Powers were defeated. The war had a profound impact on the course of the 20th century, leading to the collapse of the Austro-Hungarian, Ottoman, and Russian empires, and the creation of new countries, such as Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, and Poland. It also led to the rise of fascism and Nazism in Europe, and the outbreak of World War II in 1939. Some key events of World War I. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary and his wife Sophie on the 28th of June 1914 triggered the outbreak of the war. Germany invaded Belgium on the 4th of August 1914, violating the neutrality of the country and bringing Britain into the war. The Battle of the Marne in September 1914 prevented a German victory and led to a stalemate on the Western Front. The Gallipoli campaign in 1915 was a failure for the Entente powers and led to the resignation of Winston Churchill. The Battle of Verdun in 1916 was one of the bloodiest battles in history, with over 700,000 casualties. The Russian Revolution in 1917 led to the withdrawal of Russia from the war. The United States entered the war in 1917, tipping the balance in favor of the Entente powers. The armistice of the 11th of November 1918 brought an end to the war. World War I was a devastating conflict that had a profound impact on the course of the 20th century. It led to not only the deaths of millions of people and the collapse of several empires, but also the rise of new ideologies, such as fascism and communism.